CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
As we come on the air tonight, we're learning new details about a deadly boat mishap off the coast of Torrey Pines. Good evening, and thank you for being with us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Anna Laurel. The San Diego Sheriff's Office confirms with us at least 3 people were killed and 4 others hurt when a boat overturned in the waters off Torrey Pines State Beach. Tonight, there are people who are still missing. CBS 8's Alex Cheney has been covering this all day.
He joins us live with the new details he's learned after talking to the Coast Guard. Good evening, Alex.
Anna and Carlo, good evening. That's right. I did speak to the Coast Guard this afternoon with Chris Sappi. He told me that of those 18 people on board the vessel this morning, 2 of them were children. Now, after that panga boat overturned, 3 people died, and the search for survivors continues.
We do have a panga on the beach. We have up to 18 patients.
The call came in around 6:35 this morning of an overturned boat with multiple fatalities near Torrey Pines State Park.
Sounds like we've got 18 people that came in on the boat, but unconfirmed how many got off and made.
Upon arrival, sheriff's deputies found 3 people dead, along with 3 others with moderate injuries and 1 in critical condition. The injured were transported to local hospitals.
Copy. We're going to initiate a search party at this.
The sheriff said they think 18 people were on the boat when it overturned. 9 people are still unaccounted for as the sheriff continues to look for them.
We also have lifeguards and fire department walking the actual beaches, seeing if there was anyone missed. To this moment, we haven't found anyone else.
1 victim was taken to UCSD Hospital. Border Patrol agents were seen at the hospital upon arrival of the victim. Those walking along the beach say no matter where the passengers were coming from, it's a human tragedy.
Now's not the time to question why they came over, although I know that they came over for a better life. We don't know what their situation was in whatever country they came from.
Around 9 a.m. this morning, the panga boat was dragged onto the shoreline in Del Mar. Inside the boat were shoes and other belongings of the passengers. There is a strong smell of fuel, and the motor is wrapped in duct tape. The Sheriff's Department hauled the boat off the sand in Del Mar starting around 1:30. The Sheriff's Department confirmed that at this time, they have not detained anyone. The city of Encinitas said this afternoon that the lead for the investigation has been turned over to Homeland Security. We will monitor for any updates and give you new information as we get it. Reporting live in Del Mar, I'm Alex Cheney, CBS 8.
Thank you, Alex. Right now, San Diegans are getting a chance to weigh in on Mayor Todd Gloria's proposed city budget.
This initial draft could be changed in the coming weeks, and it includes more than $250 million in cuts. CBS 8's Richard Allen joins us live from City Hall, where public comment is just getting underway. Richard?
And Carlo and Anna, that's right. Tonight, San Diegans will have their say on this new budget that's set to take effect on July 1st. You can see behind me here, the council chambers is beginning to fill up. Right now, any members of the public who want to weigh in on that proposed budget have their chance after work hours to offer their feedback on this proposal. Let's take a look at some video here. Now, a lot of San Diegans are expected to offer their opinion tonight in light of a significant number of budget cuts being proposed this year. Now, while critical services like police and fire would see more funding overall, critical cuts could be coming to libraries, rec centers, and some homelessness services. Now, the proposed general fund budget of $2.15 billion aims to close a projected $250 million budget deficit the city's now facing. Now, these possible cuts to library hours, recreation centers, the Humane Society, some homeless services, even the city's fire pits would save an estimated $112 million. But some San Diegans say along with those cuts, there could be a higher price to pay. Now, when it comes to public safety, more funding is being proposed. The city's fire department would get about $24 million more than last year. The police would get more than $29 million. Keep in mind, though, SDPD is being asked to make some staffing cuts, which at this point would call for the closure of the Northwestern Division substation up in Carmel Valley. And that's a move a lot of people in that area are vehemently opposed to. Now, in a statement on these proposed cuts, Mayor Gloria said what we're putting forward at this time is a balanced draft budget grounded in our economic reality. It will continue to keep our neighborhoods safe, remains focused on reducing homelessness, fixing our infrastructure, and largely protects core city services our residents count on. Now, back out here live at City Council chambers, these budget cut meetings will continue all week long. This is the one opportunity, though, for this initial budget for folks to come after work in the evening to give their feedback. Keep in mind the revised budget proposal is expected on May 14th. Another one of these evening meetings is scheduled for May 19th. The final budget will be voted on by June 10th, and this new budget will take effect July 1st. Carlo and Anna?
And people still coming into the meeting behind Richard. Thanks, Richard. If you're interested in listening in on the City Council's budget meeting, but you can't make it down to City Hall, we have their live stream available for you. You can watch it on our free streaming channel, CBS 8+. Download on your TV and watch for free. No more warnings from parking enforcement officers when it comes to a new law designed to make it easier for drivers to see pedestrians.
They're now issuing tickets, a lot of them in the city of San Diego, more than 4,000 in the past 60 days. CBS 8's Steve Price joins us live from Normal Heights on a street where more than 100 of those tickets have already been issued. Steve.
Carlo and Anna, I'm standing on Polk Avenue, and I'll tell you, parking in this area is always tough. And now because of this new law, there are a lot less spaces. Driving down Polk Avenue in Normal Heights, you notice it right away. Parking is at a premium, and it's not just here.
It's really bad. It's really bad. There's not a lot of room for anybody to be here.
Zach Gilman lives nearby in North Park and has already gotten 2 daylighting parking tickets.
If it was like a normal, parking ticket, like $30, I wouldn't really mind, but 100 twice in like a week was crazy.
Actually, $117. The state law went into effect January 1st, making it illegal to park within 20 feet of a crosswalk on the side of the street that faces the crosswalk. Simply put, if the front of your car faces the crosswalk, you have to leave a 20-foot buffer zone. If the rear of your car faces the crosswalk, you don't. But even today on Polk Avenue, where over 115 tickets have already been issued, we saw several cars not leaving that 20-foot buffer zone.
People have been told that they should, but people don't listen to because people haven't got the sense that God gave a goose.
The reason for the law is safety. It gives drivers more of a clearing to see pedestrians like Alex Ho and his dogs Fern and Luna.
I think anything that makes pedestrians more visible to cars is generally a good thing. I understand that some people think North Park has a lot of parking problems, but I think it's also a very walkable neighborhood that I walk around a lot in, and so I appreciate any measures that help keep pedestrians safe.
The city has already issued over 4,300 tickets, with the majority of them in Normal Heights, North Park, and the beach communities. And consider yourself warned, you can still get a ticket even if the curb isn't painted red.
A lot of the places aren't really marked clearly. They say it could be unpainted and you could still get a ticket for it.
And let me add to that red curb warning. Right here, you can see the curb is painted red, and I measured it. It's 20 feet. So as long as you park on the other side of that, you're okay. Now, however, let me walk you across the street. You will notice the curb is parked red over there. And although a car is blocking it, which, by the way, it could get a ticket for daylighting, I measured the red on the curb over there, Carlo and Anna. It's only 15 feet, and you will get ticketed even though the curb is white. So the general rule here, they're telling me, you want to leave at least a car and a half space between you and the crosswalk. It's tough out there, but we're all kind of learning about this daylighting thing together. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
I'm going to need a tape measure. That's an expensive ticket to have to learn on, Steve Price. Thank you. Okay, Rite Aid is filing for bankruptcy protection for the second time in 2 years, and it's looking to sell a majority of its assets. The company says stores will stay open during proceedings, and it's secured nearly $2 billion in financing from lenders to fund operations through the sale process. Rite Aid has more than a dozen locations across San Diego County. It's promising customer prescriptions will be transferred to other pharmacies during the sale. The chain has struggled with industry-wide challenges, including tight prescription profits and changing consumer habits.
State lawmakers announced a new hearing following Kaiser reaching a tentative agreement with the union representing thousands of mental health workers.
Those details still ahead, plus new data suggests a toxic algae bloom along our coast is easing. But tonight we're learning it's impacting more than just wildlife.
And what Governor Gavin Newsom is saying tonight after President Trump floats the idea of reopening one of America's most infamous prisons.
We had a chill in the air over the weekend, also talking about some wet weather out there. Now we're still holding on to those chances, and for today, we had highs that were well below seasonal across inland areas, but it won't be the case this week. Those details are coming up.